one of those jobs where I can come in Monday about noon, go home when I want, and be done for the week on Tuesday and still be full-time, if that's okay. When you find one like that, let me know what it is.
I might keep that one for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lauren. Well,
Hello.
guys, it's after 7, and
Hey, Lauren.
let's go ahead and get started. I've pushed record, and I am so excited to have Dr. Stone with us tonight. And you guys know him, spent time with him, but he is now our program coordinator. And we are so excited about having him in that role. I know I am. So, Dr. Stone, I know your time is very valuable. So, welcome, folks. And let's go ahead and let Dr. Stone say a few words.
All right, I need to know who iPhone is. Who's iPhone? Hey, Marquita.
There's Marquita. Hey, Marquita.
Hi. My guess is Thomas.
All right. Hey, Lauren. Well, anyway, I don't want to take much of your time because I know you've got much more important things to do than listen to me talk. But first of all, I'm quite honored to. Dr. Laws retired, and in August they gave me this position, so I'm really pleased. But of course, they didn't have much option because I'm the only one left down here in this program. So I look forward to being a part of the rest of your journey. I may end up teaching you in 738. I may not. But if I don't get a chance to do it, I am certainly going to be hooding you in a couple of semesters down the road when we march across that stage. I'm really looking forward to that. And as I was talking to Dr. Revis, when I realized the cohort that she had tonight, I do want to brag on you because we really had a great time starting off together. You're all stuck with the program. You've all become an even stronger family because of that. And that's kind of what the Gardner-Webb cohort experience is about. You are in probably is going to be the most challenging semester, and I don't mean that for Dr. Revis, but for your 736. I would like for you to also know that what you are getting in this big 12-hour course that you signed up for, absorb it all. And even though your product is not going to look like what you've done in the past, I promise you it's going to get you across the line when you do your dissertation. Because as you are doing your research, you may decide, I need a quantitative, I need a qualitative, I need a program evaluation. Even though there may be some little disconnect there, it is all about getting you across the stage. And that is the second tier of what we want to make sure happens in Gardner-Webb. So stick with it, give it your best, make it happen, as I know you all will. And I just want you to, I want also to be able to let you know that just reach out to me if you ever have needs. And I'm reading your thing here, Sarah, and I'll take care of that pronto. But if you ever have needs or anything, please let me know. If you ever have concerns, please reach out to me directly or through Dr. Revis and just give me a chance to work on those as well. We all know the chain of command. I really do want to be able to make this a great program for you. So that's my spiel. I'm going to stick by it. And I am ready for questions or anything. It's good to see you guys. It really is.
We missed you.
Ah, come on.
I'm ready
We
for
were
one of your
actually
team
talking
building
about
activities.
both of you in our class this weekend.
Oh, who's your instructor in 736? Is it West and Ben Cleve? Oh, they're awesome. They're awesome. Well, I hope you were being kind, Sarah.
Yes, we were saying how much we miss you guys. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, is there any questions for me about the program? We will, after this research piece, we go back to the traditional model. 738 is a 6-hour course. 740 is a 6-hour course. And you'll get back to that, what you've done with the ABC. Anybody remember what A stands for? Assessment, B is recommendation, C is reflections, and D is standard. And so we'll get back to that in 738, 730, and 740. And then again, in soon thereafter, we're going to be marching you on the stage. I really cannot wait to put the hood over your shoulders. I'm looking forward to it. Are there any questions for me? Anything else, Dr. Revis? Thank you for giving me this opportunity to reconnect. These people are like family to me.
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we still your favorite?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you
That's
are.
all we need to know.
Yes, you are. You are indeed. Hey, Ruth.
Hey, Ruth, I was wondering if that was you.
You look different. You've done your hair different too. You all are growing up and leaving the nest. I don't know what to make of that. Like you're leaving me behind. I'm sorry to say. All right, I'm going to go. Have a great semester. Have a great time. Dr. Revis, by the way, if you did not know this, Dr. Revis was named this year as our Adjunct Professor of the Year at Gardner-Webb. She's the best of the best. You're in good hands. So she's top.
Thank
All
you,
right.
guys. Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
everybody.
Dr.
Reach
Stone,
out
for
to me if
taking
you
time
need
to
me.
pop in.
I'm on it. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Revis.
Okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen. And how many of you had your first day of school today? Okay. See, I knew that, and I was afraid, oh my goodness, they've got class tonight and they're worn out already. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Okay. We're going to get through this very quickly. But there are some changes this semester. Okay. And there are going to be some changes that you can say, oh my goodness, how much more can I do? But you can do this. Okay. I know you can. So just bear with me and we'll go through. I've already pressed record. I want to give an overview of the semester, talk a little bit about some changes, and that goes into the seminar requirements. We'll talk a little bit about your coaching conferences and, of course, your 3 big evidences for this semester. And then we'll spend some time with questions. If you don't have any questions, you can sign off and go put your feet up for a moment, because I know you've not stopped all day long. So, Dr. Stone, let's talk about our overview and expectations. So let me pull up another visual. Did it change screens, Sarah? Okay. All right. I just like for you to see this visual. I love visuals, guys. So here is where you are in 737. And let's just review very quickly. You've had 1, 2, 3 annotated bibliographies. Most of you have written all of your bibliography in your current topic. Some changed a little bit after first semester. So you should have about 30 resources. When we had our last conference in the summer, I suggested to most of you to go ahead and put those 3 annotated bibliographies into one long list, alphabetized by author. If you found something that you're not going to use, that you said you weren't going to use after you read it, take it out. Don't destroy it. Just take it out and put it to the side so that you've got a comprehensive list of annotations. We began in the second semester doing a draft of your literature review. This semester, you're going to pick back up on that and work back on that again. Okay. Last semester, you began your draft of chapter 1. Some of you did a really good job in putting in a lot of meat to your outline. Some of you didn't. So again, you've got to pick back up on that chapter 1 this semester, because lo and behold, excuse me, at the end of this semester, first full draft of chapters 1 through 3, and you've not even started chapter 3. So don't wig out on me. You can get there. And I would expect that you're going to focus a lot of attention on chapter 3 with your methodology class and also writing your chapter 3. Many of you have chosen to do, it seems like, qualitative studies. I think, Sarah, yours, I think, will probably be a mixed methods. But we've not taught a lot about that. And I didn't want to until you get to this semester. But this semester, when we have our conferences, that's one thing I want us to talk about. What methodology do you think you're going to be using in your dissertation? Now, of course, it can change, but we'll talk through it, and hopefully you'll feel good about what we come up with. And of course, your regular instructors in your methods class, I want them to be fully involved with you as you're making your decision and discussing different aspects of your study. It's just a great time to start fine tuning and nailing that methodology down. The other thing you will do this semester is your city certification. Now, this is huge. You've got to have city certification in order to do your dissertation. And it's not easy. It's a little time consuming. Have you talked about city certification in any of your classes? Okay. All right. We will talk about it in this class. And then your chair agreement form signed. Folks, the way this program is designed, if you like me and I like you and we feel like we click, I will be your chair. You have to formally ask that. I don't force it on you. And you may decide, no, I want to go with Dr. Stone. That's fine. As long as he agrees with it, that is fine. No hard feelings. I can be a part of your committee or I can not be a part at all. The reason it's good for us to continue to work together is because we've had now a year together. If you change chairs at this point, you're going to have to backtrack a little bit and get them up to speed. And that's fine. They'll do it. But, that is up to you. I'll be glad to do it, but you have to ask. And there's a form to fill out. And that's one of your big evidences this semester. So with that said, let's go back to our overviews and expectations. Things are changing just a little bit in your seminar course. Up until this point, I have told you your readings are your own responsibilities and you didn't have to do discussion boards or weekly assignments. This semester, you will have an expectation to do weekly discussion boards or assignments or post one of your big evidences. Now, this course or class runs from Wednesday night until Tuesday night. So on Wednesday evening, please get in a habit to go in to your course shell into the week that we're on, and a coaching information will be there. Sometimes I do a little video. Sometimes I just give you directions. But you will see an overview of your assignments posted every Wednesday evening, and then your assignments are due on Tuesday evening, the following Tuesday by 9 p.m. Now, if you have a tough week, or if it's a residency weekend and you can't get to it, let me know. Okay? Just don't fail to turn something in. Now, they are not long assignments. Most of the time, your discussion boards are reflections, particularly of your readings, because this semester you do have some very important readings that will help you with your dissertation, but will also help you with your class. And it's all going to be around your methodology. So let me stop there, and then we're going to go to our course syllabus. Any questions there? Y'all are so nice.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
you
John.
said it would be a discussion board or a big evidence, or so it's not all three. It will be weekly choices that you will give us.
Well, I won't give you a choice. I will either ask you to respond to a discussion board, or there will be an assignment, or it's time to turn in one of those evidences.
Oh, it just depends on the week. Gotcha.
Yes, I won't ask you to do 2 or 3 of these things every week. Okay.
Okay.
So let me go back and pick up our course syllabus. Let's see. And I've tried to be as comprehensive as I can be in this course syllabus. If you'll follow this course syllabus, you kind of know what's coming. I'm going to scroll on down. Now, I do have to take attendance this semester, and here's how attendance works. If you don't turn in something, whether it's an assignment discussion board or one of your evidences on Tuesday evening, then you get an absence. But again, if you have a situation, you need to let me know. All right. Now we all have situations, but you can't have several every semester. All right, here are your 3 evidences. Your city certification, that's number 1, you need to get started on. And this is all about Gardner-Webb universities, all universities, I would say, who are accredited, requires all researchers to secure this city certification. And I can't even tell you what city stands for. I can't remember. But it certifies that you go through online modules, and they are not easy. It says in the course syllabus to plan to spend 4 hours. I can tell you that I spent much longer when I did mine. Now, I'm much older than you are, and I don't retain a lot, but you need to plan to spend some time every week until you get this done. When you finish, you do a module, you take a little assessment. You need to make at least 80% on that assessment. If you don't, you can go back and redo an assessment. You can go back and redo a module and reassess. But you always have to get 80% on each module. And it talks about the history of research. And it's research in general, but it is slanted toward educational research. It will talk about the different types of research. It will talk about confidentiality. It will talk about what is good research, what is bad research, all these kinds of things that you have to show that you know and understand and are able to carry out before you're allowed to start doing any kind of research at the institution. And when you finish, you will get a certificate. It will print you out automatically a certificate, and that will show you've completed all modules and with your overall passing score. And that's what you will upload. Okay. Week 12, this is an easy peasy. Just get your dissertation chair form signed. And there's a form in the link. You just download it, talk to whoever you want to be a chair, and get their verbal agreement, send them the form, let them sign it, and of course you sign it. And then the biggie is your full proposal. And again, this is a draft / outline. You want to get it as complete as you can, using some of your references, some of those 30 annotations, and you will get more this semester, even though you don't have to do an annotated bibliography. When you write chapter 3, you're going to pull things from your textbook, particularly your methodology textbooks. You will cite, this is why I'm doing this, because Creswell says to do a strong qualitative study, I need to be doing these processes and those kinds of things. So let's scroll on down real quickly and look at our weeks. If you have not completed your EVA, you've got to get that done. Do it tonight if you've not already done it. Begin your city certification. That is huge. Get in there and start working on a module. This is our Zoom meeting, of course, and that's really all you need to do. Then in week 2, you do have some readings. See, here's Cresswell, research design. So complete readings and a discussion board posting. Continue to work on your certification. Work on chapter 2. So you're going to be doing a lot, in this semester with this seminar. And then complete readings, discussion board, and city certification. Sign up for a coaching session. Here's your link to sign up. And so on and so forth. In red, it's when your big evidences are. And, you know, we're going to have 2 coaching sessions, and you've got 3 major evidences. The signed dissertation chair form is not major at all. If you are interested in me being your dissertation chair, we can talk about it right here in the second session. Okay. Your big thing, I think, is going to be your city certification and fleshing out your chapters. So, for example, let's look. This is week 1. Now, I didn't do a video because we're having class tonight, but there are your assignments. Okay. Begin working on your city certification. And this is your link that you can log in, gives you information how to log in. You will get a username and password and start working on the modules. I can't remember how many there are, but it says 4 to 8 hours. Man, I hope you can do it in 48 hours. It took me a lot longer. I'll just be honest. So let's look. And I put the 3 main evidences. They are in every week. So I keep it in front of you. Week 2, you got some readings to do. Now you may say, well, just how closely do I need to read? Well, you need to read closely enough to be able to do your discussion board posting. And you can click on it and you create a thread. You know how to do that. Create your thread and do your post. And look what this is more of a reflection. 3 biggest takeaways related to the writing strategies and or ethical considerations from reading Roberts and Heights chapter 3. Okay. This is to make you, number 1, do your reading, and number 2, reflect on it. So read it closely enough that you can reflect. Now, when you get to anything with methodology, you will read those very carefully, I'm sure, because those are also going to be very helpful in your methodology class. Jonathan, did you have a question?
Yes. What you were just saying, can you go back to it again? The question, do you want us to write it in the text, or do you want a special way, like on a Word document, and submit it that way?
However you want to do it, guys. Create your
Okay.
discussion board thread. I'm not checking for APA style on these
Okay.
discussion board posts. I want to know your reflection. What did you get out of this reading? How are you going to apply it? What was your, just your reflection. All right.
Thank
So let's look at week 3. All right. This Foss and Waters, it's a good book. This reading here is not too difficult. All right. Here's your Cresswell Research Design, chapter 1. And it says, after reading both chapters, use the information examples to frame your work. You just need to start thinking about what type of the big categories. Is it going to be qualitative, quantitative, or mixed? Now qualitative, it can take on other kinds of things. It can be a case study. It can be, several different kinds of qualitative. So in this section right here, in this week, you sign up for your coaching session. It's right here. Here's your reminder about city certification. Keep working in chapter 2, so on and so forth. All right. And you get the layout. All right. So here's where you have to put in your Dropbox for city certification. And then you attend our coaching session. And there is a little reflection on the coaching session that I want you to do. And I'm not just doing this for busy work, guys. This helps us stay on the same page. I usually try to end one of our coaching sessions by saying, okay, next steps are da, 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 da. I want to see that you reflect back to me. Those are your next steps. Okay. So it just kind of helps us stay on the same page. And I will print those off and I keep them. So the next time we meet, okay, where are you? Where did you get on these steps? And that's all you do that's all you do that week, except for submit your city certification.
Dr. Revis,
Yes.
I noticed that the city certification is due next month on the 18th. Will we have a little leadway with that? If it takes us a little longer to get through that certification?
Well, let's talk about it. If it's going to take you longer, you need to talk with me about it.
Okay.
Okay. Just keep in touch with me. Now, I'll tell you what I did on that city certification. It goes through, it's all online. I'm old school. I like to see it on paper. I would copy and paste it to a Word document and print it off so I could read it. You don't have to do that. But that's how I had to do it for me. So, and once you get into this module assessment, you can't go back and look. Okay. You just have to answer it. And some of those are real tricky. Don't get all torn up if you don't get 80% in that first try. Just go back and review. All right.
So it does allow you to retake it if you don't get an 80% on the modules?
You can retake the module, I think, twice. Overall, you have to have 80%. So I hope I'm correct, Janet. Once you do this, then you never have to do this lengthy process again. Your recertification takes a couple hours. So if it expires, and it will expire, I think it's 3 years. So if it expires, I had to go back and recertify this past December. I have to keep mine current too in order to work with you guys. So, I almost let mine expire. If you let it expire, you got to go through all this again. So once you get it, make sure you keep it current. And nobody tells you that. Nobody shoots you an email or anything. You just need to go into your calendar, electronic calendar, and in 3 years from the time you get it, you back up a month and mark it. So you've got to renew it. Let me switch gears. I want to talk about our coaching conferences just a little bit. I've already gone over that. I want to create some norms on our coaching conferences, and that's just because we are all so busy. I'm busy, you're busy. And when I set out those timelines, let me make a suggestion. Don't sign up too far in advance. You have a deadline. You got to sign up by the deadline because I close it out. But don't sign up too far in advance because you never know what's going to come up, right? But I need you to be all in. I need you to be a place where you can sit and talk and, you know, you can have your notes there. You're prepared to ask questions, you know, and be prepared to ask a lot of questions. But I got to have you all in and be there on time. Now, I know sometimes we have storms and my technology got knocked out one afternoon when I was ready to go. That's why when we text each other and back up and punt, I understand always that things happen. If you can't be all in, then you let me know ahead of time and we'll reschedule. Okay. It is okay to reschedule. Now, I don't like rescheduling 3 times, but it's okay to reschedule. My whole thing is be all in. Okay. Jonathan, you have another question?
Yes, Dr. Rivers. I was looking at those sign-up dates that you have, and a couple of them conflict with class that we have with Dr. Van Cleve and Dr. West.
Okay. On the Coach-
Those Wednesdays that you have,
okay.
is there another way we can get a day for an option?
Yes, I'll make myself a note.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have class every Wednesday?
Almost every Wednesday. She's got a schedule. I can tell you the dates if you like.
Well, Jonathan, just let me go back and pull up.
Because we have class on the 25th and on that November the 1st.
Okay. I thought I had missed them, but I don't know why I can't pull that over. You have it on when? That one's okay, right?
October, the Monday, October 30th is fine, but October 25th and November the 1st are both days we have class at
Okay,
6.
so that must be the second one. Let me scroll down here.
Yeah, our classes are on Wednesdays.
Okay. I will. So this is the problem right here.
Yes, ma'am. And the one at the bottom.
November 1st. I'll be darned. I got 2 Wednesdays, didn't I?
Yes.
And
Got both.
I'm teaching class 2 nights a week, sometimes 3. Let me ask you this. Are the 7:30 and 8 o'clocks, are those, can anybody do those? I know Thomas likes them, but other than Thomas, can anybody do those?
I can't do it.
Okay. Then I will put some more options up there. I'm sorry. I will do that. Okay. Anything else? All right. Here is your reflection of tonight. And you don't put this in discussion board. I just want you to email this to me. What is one aha piece of information you can take away? One lingering question you'd like to know more about? One thing you're excited about? I'm sure that's going to be more discussion boards. And one thing you're nervous about. Okay? And just, if you want to, just take a screenshot of this with your phone. Now, friends, don't spend a lot of time on this. But in the next 15, 20 minutes, shoot me an email. Be honest. This is a big semester. And I agree with Dr. Stone. This is going to be your toughest. But I promise you, and you've heard me say this before, things will start coming together for you this semester. But it's going to be tough. but you can do it. Some of you you're really ahead of where I've had other candidates. You can do it. If you don't think you're going to be able to post your discussion board on time, I need some communication. Text, email, phone call. All right. But I don't expect that to happen very often. I'm excited about continuing our work together. It's going to be a great semester. Hope your school year goes well, your full-time job. And now you've got 2 full-time jobs, don't you? Is everybody taking a picture of this so I can stop share? But you're going to be fine and have a good rest of your evening. Rest and let's gear up and go. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Dr. Revis,
Yes.
I shot you an email, so check your email.
Okay. Will do.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.